What's up guys, 2K here, and I'll be coming at you with a video that's a little bit different than normal. Um, just a little disheartened right now, and I'm going to explain why. I've been up for the past 24 hours, and I just wasted 10 hours of my life making what I would consider to be my magnum opus, and it was completely rejected because of copyright. Um, and I don't know why. Because, right, you go up here, look at this. Look at all these, user accounts that uploaded the same exact song I was trying to use. But, first I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what I was trying to do. Um, right here. I'll open this guy up. Have you ever wondered what 20 years of experience on Gran Turismo looks like? Probably not, but I've been playing Gran Turismo since I was about 2 years old on the PlayStation 1 on Gran Turismo 2. It might have been button mashing, but I still count it because it's my favorite game and remains one of my best and absolute most played games to this day. This game has completely changed my life, who I am, and almost, everything about how I think about cars, racing, driving in general. This game is an absolute work of art from Gran Turismo 1 all the way up to the current Gran Turismo Sport, and I'm extremely excited to see what Gran Turismo 7 has in store. This game has always been an absolute amazing cherishment of mine, and I hope that it always stays that way. This game has been the visionary of Kazuyori Yamauchi, a guy that just wanted to make a game about realistic racing and all the licensed cars he could get his hands on. And I apologize for the terrible voiceover, but for about the next hour or so, I'm going to put on some absolutely kick-ass music and show you guys what Gran Turismo has always been about. Badass music, badass cars, amazing drives, and absolutely brutally close competition if you find the right lobby or the right players to play with. And so this game, while it may have not always been the most realistic, I've always thought that it's balanced the fun aspect and the realism aspect better than any other game. Sorry, Forza, but you don't even come close. And so, I hope you guys enjoy the first clip in me in the F1 GTR at Spa in a regulated lobby race with a forced pit stop going from last to first. This was a really fun one, and I figured I would start you guys out with some really good action at Spa. So kick back, grab a drink or a snack or both, and enjoy for about the next hour or so. Thanks. And yeah, so for like the next hour, 12 minutes and 58 seconds, it was completion of my best races on Gran Turismo Sport with some of the most kick-ass music that's ever been put in Gran Turismo, some of which I just showed you on the copyright screen. And it is just flat out rejected. And I don't know why. Um, the vast majority of the songs I put in here are okay, I guess, but you know, let's see. All these, right? And I'm gonna go through and show you guys, show every single one of you guys the point I'm trying to make, right? So you already saw my favorite game by the Cardigans. Okay, well, what about My Hero by Foo Fighters, right? And you guys probably already know where I'm going with this, but boom, another user account that's uploaded the exact same song I'm trying to use. And I'm obviously not going to play it for obvious reasons at this point that I now know. But why is it okay for them to upload the exact same song I'm trying to use with a literal nothing, and again, I'm not trying to throw shade at any of these guys that are uploading these songs because, again, people like them are saving us from people like Topic who want to upload all the music to YouTube, take everything down that they can, and just essentially shut down all the comments and just be complete asshats, right? And I've been up for the last 24 hours, like I said, so I apologize for my slow speech. And if I ramble, this is probably going to be a pretty long video because I'm pretty frustrated. And I have a bone to pick with whether it be YouTube or copyright holders, whatever it is, right? Because this is just This is just unacceptable, right? This is why YouTube is a lost cause, in my opinion, right? You know, I didn't used to think that um, a few years ago, but now it's starting to get to that point, and I've kind of known that for a few years now. But I've always like it's never bothered me as much because obviously you see all these people that are doing um, YouTube for money. I've never been one of those people. I've always just done YouTube for fun. And this is the reason you can't do YouTube for fun anymore, guys. Do you see this stuff right here? Well, that's the reason you can't do YouTube for fun anymore. And there obviously has to be something that I don't know that everybody else knows um, about how you can upload these and not immediately get your video blocked worldwide. But yeah, this is literally blocked worldwide. No one, no one. Yeah, that means exactly what it says. That means the only person that'll ever be able to see this video is me, which makes it pretty useless. Yeah, pretty useless. I didn't upload this video for me to watch. It is as good as it turned out. Um, it's not a perfect video or anything like that, but like I said, this was the video that I spent more time on, more effort on, more editing grunt on than any other video I've ever made. And I'm going to come right out and say it. I'm not a great video editor. I know the very basics, and that's about it. But still, to spend 10 hours of your life, and you might ask yourself, how does it take you 10 hours to make a 1 hour, 15-minute YouTube video with songs all the way through it? Well, let me just show you. Like I said, I already said I'm not the greatest video editor, but first thing I had to do was record this voiceover, which I'm terrible at. So that took me quite a few attempts to even get it that good, and it wasn't even that good. Um, then you have all these songs, which I had most of them on my drive, but all these pictures, the transitions, which doesn't take too long. The main thing that takes time is the subtitles. The subtitles are what takes all the time, or at least most of the time. Making the videos all fit together, work together, deciding what order you want to put them in, and just overall doing QA, checking your video out, and making sure it's as good as it can possibly be for your skill level. And that's what I did. Um, I was genuinely trying to make the video as good as it possibly could have been. And this is how I get rewarded right here. Um, so yeah, let's just keep going up the list, shall we? Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Dragula, Hot Rod Herman remix. Yep. Same deal. a still image, I presume, with the song just put over it. That probably took 5 minutes to make, and it has 58,000 views. And I'm not trying to hate on, anybody you see here. So don't get that notion. Like I said, obviously these are people that are saving us from channels like Topic. Same deal here, but at the same time, it's just completely morally unacceptable, in my opinion, how this can happen. It's one of the biggest double standards in my life that I've ever seen, and you can say, well, that's your fault for not knowing the tricks, well, maybe it is my fault, but I I guess I need to start looking up on YouTube how to post copyrighted music to YouTube without getting caught on YouTube. Um, if there's even a video about that, which I'm sure somebody's made a video on it. I assume what these people are doing is they're ever so slightly changing the pitch or the speed or a mixture of both, and it throws off the algorithm and allows you to upload it. And maybe that's what I'll try. Or I'll just try to upload it to Vimeo. Maybe I'll do both. But it's just completely ridiculous. But the reason I'm so confused, and, again, maybe it's just because I'm a noob and these people aren't and they know what they're doing, but, I go to upload a video to YouTube, you know, and for me, there is literally no discernible difference between this on YouTube and the version that I put in my video. No discernible difference whatsoever. And, I'm sure maybe that's intentional. I'm sure these people try to get it as close as they possibly can to throw off the algorithm while still letting their video get posted. But what I don't understand, right, is even if it somehow throws off the algorithm, right? This video has been up for 6 years. This video has been up for 12 years, okay, and has over 1 million views. Wouldn't you think that in 12 years the copyright holder would have found this guy's video and attempted to take it down, right? You would think. Same thing with this guy's video. Same thing with literally every single one of these guys' videos, right? Same thing. Well, not that one. I don't know, but literally, just. Oh, it's disheartening. That's for sure. That's putting it nicely. And of course, you know, you have an urge to maybe use some racial slurs. Yeah, blocked in all territories. But that's not the type of person I am. Um, it's not the type of person I want to be. Um, and same thing here. Right there, boom. The album cover with, still album cover with the song put over it. You know, uh, I don't get how this is accepted. I don't get how this is allowed. And again, these people are saving us from these people, which I'm grateful for. But still, at the end of the day, it's bullshit. It shouldn't be allowed to happen. Sorry for my Discord, by the way. It shouldn't be allowed to happen. Um, there shouldn't be a double standard like that. At this point, if this is how it's going to be, there just shouldn't be any copyrighted music allowed on YouTube. Because this double standard And I mean from these guys too, these guys should not be able to do it either. Nobody should. This is just absurd. This guy, this guy, and again, I'm not hating. Again, they're saving us from, because we can still comment on these videos. We can still, you know, interact with these guys' videos. We can't interact with these MFers, and that's the difference. Um, and I guess at the end of the day, I just fail to understand, because, like I said, I've always done YouTube for fun, and you can clearly see from the music that I selected in the video, I was, just like every single one of my other videos, I was not planning on making any money on this video. I'm not one of these people that try to make a living off YouTube and put royalty-free music in every single video I make. Again, I'm not trying to hate. I'm not trying to throw shade at the people that do that. That's not my intention, but that's just not me. I've uh, I've never been that way. I never will be that way. When I make a video, I make it for fun. I don't make it to make money. I don't make it for monetary gain. I just, I'm not that type of person, If my channel blew up some point for whatever reason, and people really started supporting me, and they told me, hey, you should make a Patreon, you know, which I'm not saying to say, by the way. I don't think my content's really good enough for that. you know, I would do it, even though it's, something that I've never really thought about. But I just know that there's been some people on YouTube that have made a living, still using copyrighted content and having a Patreon. And again, that's not really my goal. That's just, I want to make what I want to make. I want to make what I enjoy. I want to use things that I enjoy personally. And I don't have any beef with any of these artists right here. None at all. Because I highly doubt that these artists are the ones pulling the trigger or the strings. And not this one. I can at least use this one. Like again, like I already said, I don't mind paying the ad revenue to the copyright owner. I'm not even in the partner program. So like, I don't care, right? I don't care. I don't mind it. Uh, that's what I was expecting. The whole point of this video, which I'm going to show you, is going through, the history of Gran Turismo, like you're seeing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over an hour and a half. Well, not over an hour and a half, an hour 15 minutes. And using, at least in my opinion, some of the best songs that have ever been in the Gran Turismo franchise. But um, apparently this one, mainly the GT2 stuff, which I guess surprised me a little bit because it's all really old music at this point, but I guess a lot of it's still popular, so whatever. This one, and this one, and one GT4 song, you know, have turned my 10 hours plus of work between pulling the clips off my PlayStation, exporting them to a USB, putting them in my video editor, editing the entire video, you know, adding the music, rendering the entire video, which took about as long as the video is because I have an ancient i5 4670K, but I should be getting a 4770K soon, i7, which will be nice. Won't be a massive difference, but it will be, well, be a pretty decent difference. But my point is, like I said, this was going to be my magnum opus. Shows how tired I am. All this music, all these subtitles, and you can see how much of a delay there is just when I go to click on something. Like right when I go back to I mean, it's because of how many files I have in the video editor right now. Excuse me. Um, like I said, I've never made a video this in depth. I've never made a video this long. I've never even made a 10-minute video. Well, actually, no, I have. The first video I ever made. But other than that, this was literally going to be my magnum opus. And it's really frustrating to me when this happens because it completely stifles creativity for no reason. And what these copyright holders don't understand is these videos like this could be beneficial for them. But they don't see that. They don't care. They don't care that you just spent the last 10 plus hours of your life, pulled an all-nighter to make the best video you ever made. They don't care about that, you know. It's my song, whatever, you're not using it, whatever. Okay. Um, Even though in my opinion, it's completely fair use. And DMCA is what it is. You can't do anything about it. It's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess. But like I said, this game was my entire life. You know, this game was, not just sport, but throughout the past 20 years of my existence, since I've been 2 years old, I've played this game. And it has been my, you know, my getaway. It's made me into the person I am, like I said. It's made me a car enthusiast. It's made me it's taught me so much about cars, racing, technique, just in general. And, Kazunori Yamauchi, the creator of it, is my childhood hero for that basically, and still a hero to me to this day, you know, because he's just such an amazing guy and he had such an amazing vision. And, you can argue that Gran Turismo is, like I said in the intro of the video that I was trying to show you all, you can argue that it's never been the most realistic or it's never been, but that's not the, in my opinion, the point of Gran Turismo is you're taking all of the simulation aspect of it as much as you can at least, and you are essentially making a fun game that's also, you know, as sim as it can be, um, for a fun game. Because simulators can be fun, but they're not always fun. Gran Turismo has always been fun to me. It doesn't matter if I'm losing, it doesn't matter if I'm winning. And, like I said, these are my best races I've ever had in GT Sport. Um, and they're all done on a DualShock 4 controller. I'm not trying to brag or anything like that, but, it doesn't even matter. You're not going to get to see any of them now. And, people will say, well, why don't you just go back and change the music around? Well, if I do that, I'm left with a few options, basically. I'm left with, if I want to use Gran Turismo stuff still, that is, I'm left with pretty much the entirety of 1 and 2's original soundtrack, which, don't get me wrong, is really good music, but there's just not as much variety there as I would have wanted. I wanted to go through the history of Gran Turismo and use a lot of the NTSC tracks that I grew up with, the tracks that I just showed you in, all these right here, and I guess most of them are fine, you know. Maybe I can just go back in and, try to find different NTSC tracks that will not get blocked. But I mean, when you look at, you know, when you look at, how do you get to it? There we go. When you look at, that's quite a few tracks right there. That's one, two, three, four, five that are just completely blocked for no reason that I can ascertain. And I don't understand why. Um, I kind of wish I did, but I don't. Um, like, and obviously it's not like I can dispute it. I don't own that music. I've never claimed to own that music. Jesus, Gordon, should have muted it. Oh well, I'm sorry guys for that. I never claimed on any of this music. I just assumed that this is basically fair use, right? I mean, I didn't know that this still happened. I thought crap like this ended a long time ago. I've been watching YouTube since 2009, and I'm gonna go back and show you guys something that you probably don't even know about. Um, this is the first channel I've had on YouTube. Um, this is my very first. Um, yeah, you can tell I was a little kid. I haven't touched this. Yeah, July 22nd, 2009. I was 8 years old. So, and most of these videos are just completely unedited, slapped together, just a video file. Like, that's the most, I think that's like this and this are like this, and this are the most, um, what's the word? Um, Edited videos I've ever made on this channel. But most everything else is just literally slapped. It's literally just, this was recorded on my first ever computer. Like, pretty much all of these videos, I'm pretty sure, up to like this point right here, was recorded on the first ever computer I had, which was a Pentium 4 with 1 gig of RAM and, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Um, Dell Optiplex, basically. So if I go into the Creator Studio on this one, right? Let's go into Creator Studio. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Content. Okay, none of these videos have music in them. None, none, none. Actually, I'm really, okay. I'm very, very curious now. See how this has a copyright claim? See details. Look. Look. The same exact song that I tried to use in my Gran Turismo Sport video. Yeah, sure, it's monetized by the copyright owner, but it's not blocked. Is it because this video is grandfathered in or something? Because it's 7 years old? Like, see, this is why people give up YouTube. This is why people quit YouTube. This is why smaller content creators stop caring. because of crap and double standards like this. You can clearly see this is literally Hot Rod Herman remix. This is not the regular version of the song. This is Hot Rod Herman remix, Dragula by Rob Zombie. The same exact song that's used in Gran Turismo 2, okay? Right in the soundtrack, okay? Same exact one. On behalf of Geffen, UMG. All right. So who owns the? I guarantee it's the same people, right? What about copyright claim, C detail? Yeah, feeder Buck Rogers. Okay. Well, I didn't use that video in that video, but you're getting my point. Yeah, copyright claim, C details. The kids aren't all right. The Offspring. Okay. Okay, these are blocked. What songs does it not like for these? 99 Red Balloons by Nina. Okay, apparently can't use that one anymore. Celebration song. Yep, same thing. 99 Red Balloons by Nina. Okay, yeah, I was a little kid. My taste in music wasn't the most versed back then, I guess. Yeah, and so this is a channel, I started when I was a teenager, right? And so I'm trying my best. 4 views, and I guarantee it's all from me. 2 to 6 years old. That's okay. I don't know how accurate that is, but whatever. Um, Content blocked, blocked. Yep. But you can see the same exact phone. I mean, the same exact phone song. UMG on behalf of Geffen. Okay. So at 22 minutes in is well, actually, yeah, at 22 minutes in is when this video's fate was sealed. 22 minutes and 26 seconds. You just can't make this stuff up, bro. Had I known that at 22 minutes and 26 seconds that there would have been a problem with using an identical song to what I had used 7 years ago on my other YouTube channel, guess what? I wouldn't have used it, right? You know, you would be you'd be smart, right? You wouldn't do that. But guess what? I'm thinking to myself, oh yeah, I've I've made, so many videos with copyrighted music, and pretty much none of them have ever been blocked, right? And yet, here I go, you know, trying to be creative, daring to be different, daring to be somebody that doesn't just spam royalty-free music and try to make a profit on every video that I make. And again, I'm not hating on those people. Everyone has a different vision for their YouTube channel, and I respect that. Everyone's a creator, but not anymore because copyright holders, they don't like you. They don't want you to be creative. They don't want artists. The only artists they want are the ones that made this music. And not even then, because they treat them like crap too. But, that's a story for a different video. And it's just complete BS. It's just complete BS. You know, why this stuff like this is allowed to happen. As you can see, and if you didn't catch it, I'll show you again. Video cannot be seen or monetized, right? UMG, on behalf of Geffen Records, right? Geffen Records, they're a big label. And you would think someone like Geffen Records, right? They would, you know, oh, well, people might say, oh, they have enough publicity. They don't care about your small ass YouTube channel. Okay, well, why isn't it the same thing for all the other, small ass YouTube channels that are uploading this music? Hmm? You know, and they don't get their stuff taken down. Again, is it because it was grandfathered in? That's the only thing I can assume because the other video I have with that Object 140 gameplay up on my other channel with the same exact song, literally no difference, no changes. I'm literally positive, I'm almost 1000% sure that I pulled, where's it at, right? Um, yeah, there it is right there. Rob Zombie. I used the same exact 6.33 megabyte MP3 file 7 years ago that I did today on this video I'm making down here. And yet, this gets blocked in all territories, right? You know, blocked. This video contains copyrighted material. As a result, it has been blocked worldwide. Okay? Worldwide. Nobody. You know, nobody, right? And it means exactly what it says. Um, exactly what it says. Um, nobody, right? The only person that can watch this video is me, and that's it. That's it. And there's not too much point in making a video that only you can watch. I mean, uh, people could debate me on that, but it's YouTube, Like, remember the original slogan of YouTube? Broadcast yourself, you know? Well, this is who I am, right? This is me. All this down here is me. No, I didn't make any of that, but it describes who I am perfectly. It describes me, right? This is who 2K is right here. And it just makes me really sad that stuff like this can go on because I wish this wasn't true. I wish that you could still be creative and, you know, broadcast yourself on YouTube. I don't like royalty-free music. I don't care about royalty-free music. You can get butthurt all you want and say that I'm, a hater or that I don't support, you know, artists. I'm sorry. 95% of the royalty music I've ever heard of is absolute dog shit. It's garbage. There's like 5% of it that's good, okay? And for every one good royalty-free song, there's like 100 garbage ones, okay? And I don't have time to sit there and sift through all the trash, okay? It already takes me enough time on my free time to make these videos as it is without anything in return. And again, I don't want anything in return, but it's still time consuming, right? It still takes my time, okay? And that's fine because when I'm putting the time into something that I think people will love and enjoy and maybe share, joy with about for me, I've worded that poorly, but you know what I mean. Share my joy, then it's worth it to me. But when it gets blocked worldwide before anyone can even see it, it just breaks my heart. Because what's the point? Like, what's the point anymore? I don't get it. you know, my kid YouTube channel, my teen YouTube channel, you know. And I thought, oh yeah, there won't be any issue using the song I used 7 years ago. Well, apparently there is. Apparently there's a big issue with that. Um, yeah. And that means exactly what it says it means. No one, no one can view this video. I've never clicked this learn more. I wonder what that says. If it ever loads. My internet's, uh, well, I at least didn't get a content ID claim. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Well, yeah, see, my video is completely original. See how, there's no content ID claim yet? I've never had one content ID claim on my channel. Not one. Because I make original videos. The only thing that I do is I use copyrighted music, and I never claim to own it. I never say, oh yeah, this is my music. You can clearly see, once I mute it so I don't get another block, you can clearly see every time a song comes up, I put the title of it in the video. You can clearly see it. It'll land on one of these days. It's plain as day. It's plain as day. That I don't do that thing. I don't. Look. If I can just find it. I can all just play it. Muted, of course. To be fair, I don't think any of this music currently playing in the video now is copyrighted. 'Cause I started out with some OST stuff, but even still, 22 whatever minutes it was in, this video's fate was sealed. So we go to 22 minutes. Whatever time that Dragula. Yeah, right there. See? Boom. I it clearly says, and I'll pause it so you can see. It clearly says Rob Zombie. Am I Rob Zombie? No, I'm not. I'm not Rob Zombie. I never will be Rob Zombie. I never have been Rob Zombie. I didn't make Dragula, and I'm not the person who made Hot Rod Herman remix. So, again, I don't understand why this is a problem. I never have, and I never will. Again, I used this song 7 years ago, and Geffen copyright claimed it, just like I expected them to. Even as a kid, 7 years ago, I knew that was going to happen. I had no beef with it. And yet, 7 years later, in 2021, oh, it's a problem. You can't use Dragula. No, you can't. Why? Excuse me. Like I said, videos like these could be beneficial. They could be beneficial for content. I mean, not content creators. They could be beneficial for these record labels and these artists. Like, I doubt it ever would. But say this video blew up for whatever reason, right? Okay. They would literally make every single ounce of revenue on this video. I would not make one penny. I would not make one penny. And yet, no, no, we can't have Dragula. We can't have Hot Rod Herman remix. No, and all those other songs. And you want to know the worst part, right? So many other great songs that aren't Accelerator, I Don't Want to Know, Dragula, My Hero, and My Favorite Game get lost in the balance because of a couple bad apples at a copyright claim office. It's just really infuriating. That's the best way I can put it. And I mean, I'm going to say it one more time. Why is this allowed? This was 2 years ago, right? This was 11 months ago. This was barely any time. This was less than a year ago. It's up. It's not taken down. Obviously, I can't see this guy's copyright information because it's not my channel. But if I can see the video, it's not taken down. It might be monetized with revenue, but it's not taken down. You know, sorry, I can bump my mic there. I don't know what people's deal is. I don't know why this is allowed. I don't know why rules change every 5 minutes. But apparently, these copyright holders reserve the right to just do whatever they want, whenever they want. You know, 11 months ago, the Donna's I Don't Want to Know was fine. But, 11 months later, nope. Nope, you can't use that song. You're forbidden. It says it literally. It says it literally right here in black and white, right here. But 11 months ago, this song right here was completely fine. And like I said, I don't know if there's some trick. I don't know, and that these aren't even monetized by revenue, right? But you would think, especially with the most popular songs that I used, like Dragula, for example. Damn, I keep touching my mic. Dragula, for example, 58,000 views 6 years ago, 12,000 views. 12 years ago, 1.1 million views, and this is uploaded by a non-music regular channel, and he's not even verified. Almost literally none of these channels are verified. None of them are verified. And I don't understand. I don't. Because because unless there's a second set of rules for different people and these videos are grandfathered in, I assume that that's part of how it works because obviously that video up on my other Lightning Farron channel is still up, but this video gets taken down immediately. Immediately, didn't even have 1 second of glory. At 22:26, that's when this video's fate was sealed, completely donezo, gone, finished, finito. At 22:26, blocked in all territories, not some, not two, not three, all. And that is just heartbreaking, dude. But yeah, guys, there's only so much I can say about you know an issue like this, and to be honest, I'm quite tired of pouring my heart out over it at this point. Um, and I'm up, I'm up going on 25, 26 hours, and so I apologize why that's why this video is probably a little long-winded. But in a way, I wanted to do that too to show you guys just how tired and frustrated I am, and how I pulled an all-nighter. Like I said, they don't care that I pulled an all-nighter to make this, but you know, it's not their art that they're destroying. So, again, why would they care? Let me show. I want to show you guys the outro to this real quick, just to show you my true intentions behind this video. And it wasn't to brag. It wasn't to show off my skills because, I would say I'm above average at best at Gran Turismo. I'm not a god or anything like that. This is my true intentions with this video. Was paying homage to Gran Turismo in the best way I knew how. And I can't play the audio. I'm sorry, I can't. It's My Hero by Foo Fighters, and as you know, you just saw what happened with that. Yeah, look, Kazuyori Yamauchi is my childhood hero. It's a long overdue video, yeah, and it has been, and I guess maybe too overdue because maybe if I made it a few years ago, I wouldn't have had an issue, but now I do, and it's just really heartbreaking to me because all those are really good songs and all those are songs that I wanted to use. And yeah, just yeah. Um, yeah, this outro right here. It's gonna show off my best pictures that I've taken in the game. You know, Gran Turismo has always had an amazing photo mode since the fourth game, and it's the best it's ever been in sport. And I really wanted to show that off right at the end while it fades out to My Hero. But no, I guess you just can't have nice things sometimes. Ridge Racer references, obviously I love that game too. Amazing soundtrack on that game. R4 especially. Just I love Mazda obviously. I'm a lifelong Mazda fan. I own an ND Miata. Um, just heartbreaking. You know, I wanted to simulate driver changes at Le Mans as best I could with the photo mode, and they all turned out pretty well for that, I would say. And yeah, thank you for the 2 decades of hard work, Kazunori. Thank you for pouring your heart out for 24 years. And it's nothing. I pour my heart out for 10 plus hours, and that's when it was supposed to fade out to My Hero, and nope, can't do it. Um, and like just look at the amazing on the edge driving, like I said, just completely on the edge, just the whole time, nothing but my best clips in Gran Turismo. Like this, almost perfect slip angle right there. Just on the limit the entire time, no penalty. GT gods with me for sure. Just complete on the limit stuff for the whole hour and 15-minute video. And yeah, I guess this is why we can't have nice things. But yeah, guys, I'll leave it there. I'm ready to get some sleep at this point. Yeah, wow, yeah, this was gonna be an amazing video, my magnum opus for sure. But yeah, this has been 2K, one heartbroken 2K. Signing out. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for your support, and have a good day.